I've never been called a fighting maniac before.
And here I was thinking Flynn was normal.
She doesn't think we're normal.
Shocking, right?
What sort of person did you believe me to be, Rita?
Huh? Why ask now?
I mean, I never would have thought you'd think one of Yuri's friends was normal.
Yeah, you really are Yuri's type.
I'm right here, both of you.
So that's Zaude. It's huge.
It's sort of shaped like a ring.
Anybody with fingers big enough for that wouldn't have any trouble taking over the world.
There's no way Alexei could fit that on his finger.
I wonder if we'll get in without being seen.
Whoa, look! Over there!
Pharaoh.
But Pharaoh's one of the strongest in Telekea.
And even he couldn't do anything to it. What did we get ourselves into?
It reconstituted itself by manipulating the air. What processing speed.
Is that the power Alexei was after?
Let's go in from below. Pharaoh's doing all the work. But at least he's got Alexei looking up for now.
Pharaoh, thank you. I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous Emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and I didn't last more than 3 minutes.
His title is more than mere decoration. His skill puts him well above his fellow knights.
He's the strongest among them, huh?
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the royal guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Any error will likely cost lives.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.
Man, up close, this thing is bigger than I thought.
Is this really one big Blastia? There's no way!
It's gotta be a Hopeland Blastia designed to threaten everyone in the world!
It must possess unimaginable power.
Hey, look! It's a ship!
Is it the Knights?
No, I can't believe they'd make it here this fast. It's probably the Royal Guard.
That must mean...
Yep, the entrance is closely guarded.
They're swarming like sea roaches!
There aren't that many. We could blow them away before they knew what hit them.
Easy. We're not here to get noticed. Let's see if there isn't some other way in. There's a breeze. It's a vent.
Leave it to me!
Are we going to enter through here?
It might not be what you're used to as a knight, but yeah.
Rita, don't worry. I'm fine.
Please, I'm not worried.
You clearly are.
Oh, shut up. Hurry up and get that thing open.
You're the only one shouting.
Got it!
Wonderful. Let's take a look.
So Pharaoh's been absorbing air too. Is he trying to restabilize it?
We owe him one for keeping the fight up this long.
No, I don't think that's it. My guess is he's taking in all that air to disable Zaude's power source.
That way he'll be able to mess with Alexei's plans, right?
Right. Right, Judith?
Who? Me? What was the question?
Never mind.
It'll be easy if we can just get inside. We'll stop everything in one shot.
Wish it were that easy, kid, but we'll be up to our ears in traps and royal guards.
Gotta admire his confidence.
Do you really mean that?
Pharaoh, please be okay.
We've seen plenty of Blastia so far, but this one's in a different class altogether.
If this was made at the end of the Garayos civilization, it may contain clues to all their technology.
Chances are pretty good if the building we saw in that relief in Myorzo is actually Zaude.
So is there a connection between the Cataclysm and the Autophagos?
If it does come from the end of the Garayos civilization, maybe it can turn back the Autophagos.
I wonder if that's why they carved the relief. It all adds up, but I keep going back to Pharaoh's words.
About disturbing Zaude? Thinking about it isn't likely to get us anywhere. We just have to go on.
I've been wondering about this for a while now.
What?
How come the Royal Guard is so loyal to Alexei?
That's true. You'd think they'd have come to their senses by now.
Well, did you know that most of the Imperial Knights are taken as apprentices from the nobility?
Yeah, I wish I could forget.
Well, the Royal Guard protects the Emperor, and they're made up of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Knights.
Hasn't it been several years since we've had an emperor, though?
Exactly. In that time, the Commandant's cleverly made those knights into his own personal army.
It doesn't seem like that'd be enough to turn them into such little lapdogs, though.
Well, the ideals he offered them were attractive in their own ways. Lead our empire to prosperity, and what have you.
They were all so enamored with him, earnestly believing his every word. Even now, I imagine they believe in him.
But if you realize what kind of person he is, Flynn, then why can't they...
The world would probably be a better place if all those guys figured out the truth on their own.
Looking at Flynn, I can say, there's a knight captain. But it's really hard to picture Raven in charge of a bunch of knights.
I don't think it's possible until he gets rid of that shady aura he carries around.
It could be that he's only concealing his knightly dignity to complete his disguise as Raven.
I don't know if he and Dignity have even been in the same room together.
Captain Schwan was a man of grace and honor. His skills were renowned, which kept him on constant secret missions. Every knight knew his name, and nearly everyone envied his ability to carry out his duties with poise.
Huh? Is that true?
And while he was scrupulous, he knew how to care for those under him, so he always had their trust.
After seeing 3 of them, I can see he was well liked.
The more I hear about him, the further he seems from that old man.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not Schwan.
When did he get here?
Listen to yourselves, carrying on as though nobody's around.
But sometimes you do say things that Captain Schwan would. You continue to carry his quality, however quietly.
Knock that off, would you?
Together now!
Victory calls, and I come.
As you will.
Yes!
I'm glad we won.
Raven?
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Schwan obey Alexei's orders, is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwan would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwan. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwan that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a blasty of that size coming. But he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously. So I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm gonna live on, then I've got to make up for what Schwan did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you.
That's putting it a bit dramatically.
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it!
We're not done yet.
There's still a lack of devotion.
You're as stiff as ever.
That's why you...
Yes, indeed.
Won't we run into another pile of trouble when the Knights catch up and you're with us? I won't be laughing if we mess things up before we can deal with Alexei.
That young woman Knight will be difficult. What will you do about her?
She's put me on too high a pedestal. I believe that a line can be drawn between good and evil in this world.
And she thinks that you're the one who can draw that line.
But reality is not so simple.
Right. I hope she realizes that soon. I have a feeling she will.
Sounds to me like she's got blinders on.
Yeah, I think Applehead will catch on faster.
Yuri, you really shouldn't call him that. Witcher is an exceptional mage who represents the future hopes of Aspio.
Him?
Hadn't you heard?
I guess I just wasn't interested. Now that I think of it, I think he may have been more on the ball than the others.
Even after our request for assistance expired, he continued to aid myself and other knights. He is earnest and dedicated.
You care about your crew, Flynn. I'm sure you're a top-rate captain.
Seems Yoda understands your feelings, Flynn.
If His Highness has got your back, you've got no choice but to charge forward.
Yes, I shall not disappoint him.
I didn't think he'd order you to go with us and stop Alexei. That little prince. I thought he was just a softie, but he's got sharp eyes.
Idealism alone won't get you very far. But if he can make clever moves like that, he'll be a fine emperor.
We'd all be in trouble if he couldn't.
An eye for the big picture, the ability to use the right people, and noble intentions. A full package like that is pretty rare.
Don't worry. I have faith in Yoda.
Anyway, Yoder told us to take you with us, so I hope you're ready for back-breaking work.
Of course. I shall not waste His Highness's favor.
Good. Then let's go.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I can't believe we're inside a weapon.
Carol, wait.
Huh?
Get out here. You're too old for hide and seek.
Bravo! Bravo, my lads. Splendid! Such keen intuition, such sharpened instincts. Simply splendid.
Jaeger!
What is it this time? Are you gonna show us how to get to Alexei?
Yeah, oh yeah, I will show you the way. To hell, that is!
Just which way's the wind blowing with this guy anyway?
Have you forgotten, my pretties? We are still sworn enemies, you know. Things were destined to end this way between us.
Is this another trap?
It's just like you said. We're enemies, so let's do what enemies do.
You are correct. Come.
Bring it.
Terribly sorry, but friendship does not last an eternity.
But the guilds working together would bring so much to the people of the world.
Now that is a fantasy.
You're right. Let's finish this.
Hear the symphony of my attack! Come, come!
Nurse!
Well, aren't you something? I suppose it's time to reveal my true power.
He's just showing off.
Wait, that's Hermes Blastia?
So that's the ace up his sleeve.
Guess there's nothing you could do, but I don't care.
I will send anyone who gazes on this to the deepest abyss.
I don't think so.
Hurry up and yield to me, otherwise you will die here.
You're the one going to hell.
This battle with you will make my heart a legend. Caress of death!
How distressing.
Bring them back from the abyss of death. Bring them back from the abyss of death.
Based!
Resurrect! Healing circle!
I'll blow you away! No good!
Luna Rondo!
I'm not done yet!
Come forth, sacred spirits!
Watch out!
First time to say bye-bye. Goddess of death!
No good!
I suppose not.
Giant Sword! You're dead! Divine Wolf! I'll blow you away!
First stage!
Dragon!
You have won.
Very well.
Terribly sorry, but friendship does not last an eternity.
But the guilds working together would bring so much to the people of the world.
Now that is a fantasy.
You're right. Let's finish this.
Hear the symphony of my attack!
Come, O Silverlight! Angel Ring! Arise, O White Light! Healing Shadow!
Sacred spirits! Woman of sight!
Lunar Strike! Come, O Silverlight! Angel Ring! Catches my O power that tries souls shine! Come, O Silverlight! Angel Ring!
No good!
Moonlight Protect! O healing angel strength is your favorite!
My feelings!
I may need a new plan. I shall use this.
Come, O Silverlight! Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor! Nurse!
Use this.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor!
Done yet!
Nurse!
I may need a new plan.
Oh, power that tries souls shine! Photon!
Well, on.
He's just showing off.
Wait, that's a Hermes Blastia?
So that's the ace up his sleeve.
Guess there's nothing you could do. But I don't care.
I will send anyone who gazes on this to the deepest abyss.
I don't think so.
Hurry up and yield to me, otherwise you will die here.
You're the one going to hell.
This battle with you will make my heart a legend. Goddess of death!
Sorry.
No way.
Okay.
My turn next. My favorite energy.
Luna Rondo!
My turn next.
It's a light of life. Can't just sit around. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
this.
Come, oh Silverlight! Angel Ray! Arise, away, light, You'll never finish the fight like that.
I'm almost ready.
Oh, brilliant angels, look out!
Time to say bye-bye. Goddess of death!
Sorry, that hurt.
Don't be a baby. I'll blow you away. My turn next. Just dance. Let's finish this. The broken blade of cold steel. Rend the infinite darkness. And crush my enemies to nothing. Savage Wolf Fury! Come. My turn. Sacred spirits.
You have won.
We won, but
Poor thing.
I can do even better than this.
There's potential within me.
ooh, that's nice.
Wunderbar.
You know, I'm not really one for vengeance and all, but this is for the Don.
Be careful. He might still have something up his sleeve.
No. These sleeves are empty. This is... yeah. This is it.
Your chest. Did Alexei do that to you as well?
I wonder... But what's done is done.
Why? Why did you fight alone? With nothing, and no one to help you?
Goodbye.
Wait, where's Alexei? What is he trying to accomplish?
Why?
Leviathan's Claw. What a sad ending.
Hey.
They were both crying.
What was that all about?
He was an awful person, but maybe he also...
Alexei, your transgressions against Lady Estellise and Captain Schwann shall not go unpunished. But I cannot believe your vision was entirely lies. Before we battle, I want to know why this happened.
If you keep making a face like that, you'll scare away all the fish.
Forgive me. Thinking of the upcoming fight against Alexei makes me tense.
I know how you feel. I've got a score to settle with Alexei myself.
We're all alike on that point.
But Alexei isn't around at the moment, So relax and have yourself a skewer or two.
Good idea.
What do you say, Flynn? My skewers can't be beat.
I shall relish eating them.
Holy power, come to me! First aid! Arise, O light of life!
Come forth,
Healing circle! New blade! Strength! What is this blade you can do? Sharpness! Angel ring!
All right.
Keep going! Nurse! Too late! Lunostorm! Keep going! Arise, O light of light!
I screwed up.
Bring them back to the abyss of death!
Come forth, sacred spirits!
Oh, brilliant angels granted! Moonbeam! Okay! Arise, O come forth! Arise, O light of light! Healing circle!
First aid!
Arise, someone protect me while I'm casting! Okay. Healing circle!
How distressing.
Oh, brilliant angels granted your favor!
Not done yet!
Nurse!
Not done yet! Not done yet! Come forth, sacred spirits! Distraction! Brutal fire!
Angel ring!
Destruction field!
Oh, brilliant angels grant us your favor! We're not
I may
done
need
yet!
a new plan.
Not
done yet! No good! I may need a new plan. Winning comes first. Very way.
Oh, everything's spinning! We're not done yet!
Don't be a
Thank you for the help! Critical blade! Luna assistant! Bring them back from the abyss of death! Resurrection! Moonbeam! Rise, O light of light! Lunostorm! Lunar healing circle! Luna assistant! Oh, brilliant! Luna rondo!
Guardian field!
Nurse! Is that the best you can do? Light! First aid! Luna bang! Holy power, come to me!
Spirits!
First aid!
Found a weakness.
Holy power, come to me!
How distressing.
First aid! Crescent moon!
Shiny Falcon!
Yeah! Luna tail! Luna... Rondo! those items carefully.
Sorry.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
Come forth,
Careful, nurse!
I failed.
Shall I heal you? Resurrection!
First aid!
Sorry. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
Divine energy!
Nurse!
First aid!
Restore!
I'll blow you away! You're dead! Let's finish this! Oh, brilliant blade of coldest steel! Rend the infinite darkness! And crush my enemies for nothing! You're dead! Savage Wolf Fury! Destruction! I'm not done yet. All right.
This isn't good.
Do not overreach!
Man, I want some more.
I'm even strong.
Jaeger.
You and he were in the same position, but took entirely different paths in life.
Yeah, one of us stayed with the Knights, and the other became a guild chief. Both of us ended up spineless men that did whatever we were told. I was only with the Don because I was ordered to be there.
Is that true?
I was sent in undercover to spy on the Union. The Don caught on, of course, but he let the whole thing slide.
He was like, if you're after my head, then try me anytime.
Yeah, Patty, that sums it up nicely. There's no hiding from you.
And your pride kept you beholden to the Union as well.
Exactly. I was leading a double life. I'm a mess of a man, I'll say.
Perhaps if Jaeger met up with the Dawn, his course might have changed as well. This looks just like...
Oh, what's that?
This is the Maristella.
That's the Maristella? The treasure that you've been searching for?
What? Seriously?
I never imagined we'd find it in a place like this.
I've been searching for it for so long, and now I finally found it.
Well, what are you gonna do next? Weren't you gonna use that as a clue to find your grandpa?
But now's not the time.
Wait, but wasn't Ifrey the one who hid the Maristella?
Now's hardly the time to be excited over some treasure.
We need to hurry up and beat that scallywag Alexei to a pulp.
With all the henchmen he's got, why would Jaeger come alone?
Well, he did have his 2 lady friends with him.
Though they didn't attack us.
Who knows? Maybe he thought dying would be the easiest way to solve his problems.
What do you mean?
I'm not too sure myself. Guess there's no looking back now.
We're taking Alexei down. It's that simple.
We can't let the world become any more chaotic than it already is.
It's up to us to stop him.
Everything we've done is for this moment.
Every one of us is ready for whatever may happen. Let's do this!